What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me during my 20,000 step challenge. You know, as you guys know, 20,000 steps every day this week, Sunday through Saturday. Let's talk about what happened Sunday here in the Motor City after the Lions game. The Lions, you guys, for the ones that keep up with football, the Lions, they hot right now. And it's like really got the city jumping the way the Lions have gotten over the last couple seasons. They've gotten just progressively better. And last season they really shocked the league. They really put the league on notice that they not the same old Lions. They the all new Lions. So, we really into football right now. You got people that were not interested in football that suddenly are, and it's because of the Lions. The Lions have made football must-see TV here in the great state of Michigan. But there was they do, tailgating. They do tailgating leading up to the game. They do tailgating during the game. They do tailgating long after the game. The tailgating, it's become an event all on its own. It's really a spectacle to see. We have it here at the Detroit Eastern Market. It's a place that people sell goods and whatnot. It's a great place. If you need some meat, if you need some fresh produce, whatever you need, you can get at the Detroit Eastern Market. Really, it's a really fantastic place to go to and shop for things. And so the tailgating is typically held there because it's such a large space to have like community stuff like that. So, it's cool. It's kind of an unofficial event that's become official, so to speak. But listen, y'all, I'm keep it a buck with y'all. I absolutely love my city. I absolutely love my people. But along with that, there are things about both that I don't care for. I guess the main thing that I don't care for is just the foolery. This is gonna sound bad, and this is gonna offend a few people or whatever, and it just is what it is. But I don't even go to certain things. I don't go to certain things because I don't want to be bothered with certain things. I don't want to be there for the potential of certain things to happen. And this is why it's tempting, as it's been, to go to these tailgate parties that they have every Sunday, because it is very tempting. Like, it looks like a really good time when you see clips of it on social media. It just looks like a really good time, and you kind of get FOMO, the fear of missing out. I've experienced FOMO looking at it on the outside for a while. I mean, I was last season. Last Sunday, game one, it looked like a really good time. This Sunday, it was looking like a really good time, but I still had my reservations and I stayed away. And this sort of nonsense is exactly why I do stay away. I just don't be wanting to be bothered with this sort of foolery. Black folks, I love y'all, but we got to do better, man. See, the thing is that I don't like going to places where it is going to be a ton of black folks congregate. And that's going to be something that's going to turn people off, me saying that. But tell me I'm lying for feeling that way. Tell me I'm wrong for feeling that way. Whenever there is an event like this, and you get a ton of black people in one spot, it never fails that there is going to be some sort of foolery. What is the foolery in question? 2 people were shot over some disagreement at the damn get together, at the damn tailgate. I mean, how stupid is that? And I believe both of the people have perished. I seen 2 videos. One was a video leading up to, shots being fired. It just looked like 2 guys arguing or whatever. It didn't even really look that hostile, honestly. It didn't look like something that should have led to where it did. So I saw that, and at the end of that clip, I heard 1 shot. Now, there had to be more than 1 because 2 men are no longer with us. But I heard 1 shot. Then I saw another video, and this video was after all the chaos ensued. The police were there, and that video showed 2 men laid out that were in the first video. 2 men laid out that were in the vicinity. One of them was a guy that was wearing all black. He looked like he was the one arguing with the other guy. But it's 2 men laid out, and they are no longer with us. You can clearly see in the video, they are leaking out. They are no longer with us. And it just really had me thinking, this is why I don't ever go to this stuff, man. It's really why. I'm a simple man. I just want to live my best life. I just want to have a good time. I just want to take care of my tribe. That's it. I don't go to different parties and gatherings and stuff like that, because when the stupid stuff happens, I don't want to be anywhere around. The sort of stuff that people find fun, I'm just kind of over. I'm not really interested anymore. I do other things for fun. I will take sitting at home watching the game on TV in peace over being down there and being around for that sort of stuff. So that just is what it is, man. I really don't like going to these type of gatherings because, as I said, when there's a lot of black folks, and black folks gonna be mad at me for saying this, but again, am I wrong? When there's a lot of us around in one area, the chances that there's gonna be some foolery, it skyrockets. And that is what it is, man. That just is what it is. And if y'all don't like it, then stop the nonsense. You can't constantly keep up this sort of foolery and then expect no one to ever call it out. If other people call it out, you're gonna call them racist, but you can't call it racist with me calling it out. I'm a black man. I'm a child of this city. I've lived to see some of the worst times and some of the best times here. So you can't discredit what I'm saying with that same sort of nonsense. I am a child of this city. I walk around this city every damn day. Like, I am this city. So when I say these are the things that I see, you can't discredit me. I'm out here actually seeing this stuff. And because I've seen so much of it firsthand, I make a conscious decision now to simply stay away from certain situations. I make a conscious decision now to stay away from certain situations just because I don't want to be involved in certain things. Just certain situations I just don't want to be around. So this is just yet another one of those sorts of things, man. Just this sort of stuff. I remember years ago, the Michigan State Fair. It used to be on 8 Mile and Woodward there at the fairgrounds. And for years, it was declining in attendance because certain people didn't want to go there because they knew that certain other types of people would be there. The certain people who didn't want to go, you can include me in that. What do I mean by certain people? Certain people who just didn't want nonsense. They just wanted to have a good time with their family and they just didn't want to expose them to potential danger. In my opinion, because it was like off of a major bus line or had access to several major bus lines, this just opened it up for a lot of riffraff to have access to it. So eventually, they responded to these complaints. The state fair, it got shut down, and it was gone for a few years, and then they brought it back, and now it's in the city of Novi, a well-to-do city in Oakland County. Where it's located at, you have to be intentional. You can't get there off of a bus line. So right there out the gate, that eliminates a lot of the riffraff. I don't know what it is about the bus and bringing in riffraff, but that really seems to be it. A lot of the riffraff, and there's good people that ride the bus. So I'm not saying good people don't ride the bus. That's not what I'm saying. I jump on the bus in a heartbeat. I'm just saying that the bus lowered the bar of entry for anybody and their mama to get there. And when the bar for entry was set that low, you got more riffraff than you otherwise would. At the suburban showplace where it's at now in Novi, you don't have these issues there at all. They don't come to Novi. There is no way they even gonna try to come to Novi. So just by changing the location, this made going to the state fair a much more pleasant and enjoyable experience. You know, it just is what it is. Now, why is it like that? Unfortunately, and I really hate that this is the case, but unfortunately, the reason why it's a better experience is because there's less of us there. There's still a good amount of us there, but there's less of us there. I don't like that this is the case at all. It really does pain me to have to be the one to say this, but it's the truth. Just because I am a black man doesn't mean that I'm blind. I'm black. I'm not blind. You know, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like stuff that's happening ain't happening. Especially when I myself choose not to go or take my family or whatever to these places for those reasons. Many of you feel the same way. You just aren't ready to admit it like I am. You're not there yet. You think it in your head, but you're not there yet in terms of being able to admit it. See, me, I can admit it. I don't enjoy admitting it, but it's the truth. I avoid going to certain situations, certain environments, certain places, simply because there's going to be a large gathering of black folks, and it is going to become dangerous as a result. And I'm not exposing my family to a dangerous situation on some I'm pretending like things aren't what they are sort of stuff. No. You know, the thing is, when you have a family and stuff, like stuff is different. When you got people that you have to protect, people you have to look out for, stuff is different. You have to be for real. Like, nah, I'm not taking them there. I'm not going there. You're not taking them there, and you don't want to even go there alone because you are their protector and provider. So if something happened to you, they're screwed. So I have to make different decisions day to day for my own safety, simply because who's going to look out for them if I'm gone? So this whole thing on Sunday, last Sunday at the Easter market, shots being fired is stupid, man. This is the sort of stupid stuff that I do my best to stay away from. And I'm glad that once again, I chose not to go. This is yet another, scenario that I chose to stay away from because of the potential for it to go sideways. And look what happened. It went sideways. So that's my thoughts on what happened Sunday, man. I love my city. I never really enjoy having to talk about stuff like this. But when it happens, it happens. We got to talk about it. Nothing changes pretending like stuff ain't happening when it is. So I'm going to leave this there. Appreciate y'all connecting with me. Give me them thumbs up, some comments, subscribe. I'll let y'all later. Peace.